All right, guys, Chad here from Advising Men. Please like and subscribe. So this channel is about teaching guys to fight better, to have better relationships with women, and to find your identity, who you are as a man, and to learn how to live in that so that you can have a successful life. That's the basis of this entire channel. But a big part of my life has always been fighting in the martial arts. And so recently I saw the video between Gordon Ryan and Andre Galvao. Well, Gordon slapped him and all that stuff. And it's really interesting to me after over a 30-year martial arts career. It's interesting to me to hear everybody's different responses. You know, it seems to be kind of 50-50 right now, where some people are like, oh, Gordon should have done that, blah, blah, blah. And then other people are like, oh, Andre got what what he was looking for or whatever. But the interesting thing when I hear all these guys talking is that everybody has forgotten what the martial arts is about. Everybody's forgotten that the martial arts was created by savages. I mean, straight savages created this stuff, man. Because it wasn't like family fun and fitness back then. It wasn't, oh, let's go work out. Oh, this is the way I stay in shape. That's all fine and good. But the bottom line is, what you're practicing should be used to hurt people. That's what martial arts, that's why the martial arts was developed. Every single weapon in the martial arts is meant to kill somebody. And so it surprises me when savages start doing savage stuff that everybody is like, oh, that shouldn't be, this is jujitsu and blah, blah, blah. And I listened to Andre's response and he's like, I'm a jiu-jitsu instructor and I have a lot to lose and I this and I that, blah, blah, blah. Well, why'd you run your mouth then? Why'd you flip him off? Gordon, Andre pushed him, okay? What do you think's going to happen? You go and freaking push a savage, you're going to get smacked in the mouth, if not worse. It blows me away. This entire situation blows me away. It's like the Oklahoma football player, the video they did there. You ran your mouth, you got your ass kicked. That's what happened. And in this same instance, it doesn't matter what level you're at. It doesn't matter. You get to a situation in your life, somebody pushes you, you feel threatened, Gordon Ryan is going to smack you in the mouth. That's the way it is. And here's what gets me is I remember when I first started Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu way, way back when. I've been doing it, I don't even know how long anymore. I've been doing it a long time. But when I started, we all watch the Gracie tapes and all this stuff and, guys come in and challenge, blah, blah, blah. That stuff had been happening for years in America and around the world. It's called dojo busting. Even in the karate schools, we had that stuff happening. Back when I ran my karate schools, guys would come in all the time and be like, oh, I want to fight the instructor, blah, 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 all that crap. That stuff happens all the time. And then what about all the videos of all the fights on the beaches in Rio de Janeiro between the different schools and between the different fighters and stuff? What about all that stuff? Was that not supposed to happen either? These are savages. When we train, we should be training to be savages. Fine, get in shape, go home to your wife and kids. But when you're on the mats, you need to have the mindset of, I'm here to learn how to take somebody out, how to tear some freaking faces off. When you're on the range, it's not just, oh, I look good with my new gun and my fancy belt, whatever. No, you're trying to put bullets between people's eyes. You're trying to put bullets in their chest. That's what you're trying to do. When I can't even count the just unbelievable where guys, I'm in like knife fighting, knife training stuff. And where, of course you use the plastic knife, usually training knives when you're doing that kind of stuff. And, guys are like, well, I'll cut you here and I cut you here and I cut you here. It's like, are you even thinking? Are you even using your head? So what? You've got one little slice on somebody. It's almost like, when you're sparring, like in Taekwondo back in the way, way early days, and when I was sparring and it's point fighting, it's like you tap somebody on the head. It's like, oh, that's point. Oh, stop, stop, stop. It's like that didn't do one bit of damage. And it just amazes me. And I guess the whole point of this video is to try to remind everybody, all of us, that we're doing this ultimately, or you at least should be, ultimately doing this to learn self-defense, to protect yourself, to become a savage, to be able to take somebody out if you have to. So when you get a couple guys together, one of them starts mouthing, just like an Oklahoma football player. You run your mouth, you're going to get slapped. And that's what happened. That's it, guys. So just keep that in mind. Martial arts was created by freaking savages, man. I mean, savages. These were, Okinawa. Oh, here's a bunch of farmers. Oh, samurai coming. We better figure out how to use these farm tools to protect ourselves, because they won't give us swords. I mean, look at the history. Oh, go to China. Go back to China and Japan. And straight savages created the martial arts. And through the entire history of the martial arts, straight savages have continued the history. And you just saw another example of two lions bucking up on each other, and one of them got smacked in the mouth for it. I didn't see him jumping in and starting a fight. That means you wanted to run your mouth, and everybody's gotten so used to running their mouth with no consequences that people are shocked when you actually have some consequences for the things that you say. So, hope you liked the video, guys. Like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and we'll get another video out. I'm going to start my technique videos pretty soon. So we'll start working on techniques, and you can try at home with your friends, and we'll get some techniques out there, and a lot of exciting stuff coming. So I really appreciate the support. Thanks, guys.